Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? My name is Marian David and I'm back again with another ready trick. All right, today is why didn't more people want us? This is coming from a dad. This is, to be honest, this is the first time I'm seeing a dad coming to say they regret having a child. It's mostly the mother. This is one of a kind. One of a kind to see the dad coming to be like they regret having a child. It is rare. Men don't come to say that. Men are, in short, because women are the one that do most of the work. Women are the one that carry most of the burden. Men are not really affected. But to see this particular dad come up to say something like that, let's go ahead and read the thread. He said, I'm brand new to this group and I'm already in tears reading some of these posts. I feel like I wrote them. I'm nearly 10 years into being a parent with 2 wild boys. And every week, if not every day, I am consumed with the feeling of regret for making that decision that led me here. I can't escape the regret. I'm constantly thinking about how I'm not the person I wanted to be. But it changes you whether or not you're ready for that or want that. You cannot continue to be individual you were before, nor the truest version of who you want to be. That all goes out the window when you have kids. And that's true. If you want the child, your life change. If you don't want the child, your life change. Regardless of how a child is involved in this situation, you can't have that former life that you used to have. People need to tell people that, like, you can't. Your life is going to change. Your situation is going to change. Your circumstances is going to change. Everything that involves your life is going to change if you really want to be there for the child. Moving on. And it pisses me off to no end that American societal expectation dictate that you have to go to college, get married, and have children to be an acceptable and successful person. It's ridiculous. It's not just America, it's everywhere. I don't understand why more people in my life weren't honest with me about the insane difficulty of dealing with and raising children. I don't understand why people do this. I've never felt more trapped, stressed, depressed, and I feel and fear I'll never get over this feeling and will forever be resentful towards my wife for twisting my arm to have the second kid, and I told her I didn't think I could handle it. And also towards my youngest for being the most difficult child to deal with on a daily basis. I wasn't meant for this, but here we are. Some women actually see, when it comes to relationship and two people don't agree on the same thing, especially when it comes to kids, there's no point continuing the relationship because one person is going to be affected than the other. Just imagine it's the man that wants the child, the mother doesn't want the child. She's going to be resentful on the husband for life. Like, you're the one that brought this upon me. I don't want this thing. You said you want it and I did it just because you want it. But when two people have the same thinking together, okay, let's not have this, we're not going to have this, we do not need this. They both agree, that's what they both want. It's always beautiful. Oh, this is what we want, we both want this child, let's keep this child. Same. You all both of you will regret it together. But then one person wants and the other person doesn't want, the other person has to bend the knee for the other person. It's at the end of the day, it affects the relationship. Let me know your thoughts about this down in the comment section, and let me read some of the comments for you all to hear. Someone said, because it's a kind of taboo, parents have to pretend to enjoy it, otherwise people might accuse you of not loving your kids and being a horrible parent. So for every generation, most people will get tricked, and on it goes. You can't say it out that you hate being a parent. You can't say it out. I keep saying is where I am. You have to say it on a low tone. I'm tired. As a mom, I'm just tired. You can't say it out. It's like, Don't say it out. Don't say it out. Like others wrote, other parents lie about how happy they are because they will be rebuked by relative and society. True, it's disgusting. I want people now, I beg them not to have these kids, especially when their marriage or struggles are already rocky. I love my kids so much, but for example, the anxiety I get every time they eat, I think their choking is horrible. Or riding their bikes into the road while a car slams on their brakes, the anxiety I get from their future suffering or pains makes me hate this existence. Being a parent isn't a blessing, it's a curse. I freaking love my kids, but it's why I hurt so much. I love humans in general. I wouldn't want anyone to feel this much pain ever, so I warn them, don't have kids. The other said, if you don't mind me asking, do you think that the terrible experience of having kids trumps the potential regret one might feel in a deathbed if they had decided not to have kids? Or to put it differently, do you think you will also regret having kids on your deathbed? Sorry for the morbid question. So the reply is, yeah, I think I'd rather not have kids and die alone than to see my kids suffer traumatically in any number of ways. However, that isn't true for everyone. As many die alone and isolated after having children for various reasons. Hopefully, a person, child-free or a parent, will spend their time being a wonderful person to those around them, so they would have plenty of loved ones at their beside. But it's a good question for anyone to ponder. Let me edit to say, I don't say I regret having kids. I love my kids. I regret everything about who I am and how I function and how my thoughts ruin me and how my anxiety, my depression, my loneliness and isolation. I regret who I am now when I was a bubbling, outgoing person before. Now I'm dark again and lonely. I regret it. But I don't regret my kids. I love them and everything they are. Regretful parents are here again saying their mind how regretful they are having these kids. Society lied. They can say it out. Some of them can say it out. So finding a group like this that you can voice out what you're going through makes you feel calm, makes you feel like you're not alone, and makes you feel like, yes, I was not the only one lied to. So it gives you that relief, that calmness of mind that, okay, I'm not going through this alone. But the damage it has already caused is there. The fact that you cannot be outgoing the way you used to be, the fact that that anxiety you used to have. I saw one post, they were like, being a mother makes you worry for the rest of your life. The moment you be a mother, you become worried, over worried for the rest of your life, because you're thinking about yourself, thinking about your child, a whole lot of things. Any small thing you're thinking about the danger, oh, let me take this out. Like, you are not even functioning well as a person. Most of these parents do not regret their child. They are not saying that, oh, my child is very stubborn, my child is this, my child is that, I hate my child. They hate the fact that they brought the child to the world. They hate the fact that they fell into that society of this is the right way to be successful. They hate the fact that they have to be worried for the rest of their life for this child. They hate the fact that they have to be dedicated and be there for this child for the rest of their life. So that affects them and that makes them be a regretful parent. Not basically just hating the child per se, if that makes sense. Let me know your thoughts about this video down in the comment section. Thank you all so much for sticking around to this point. I hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe and all of that good stuff. And I will see you all in my next Ready trip. Bye.